Hello everyone, here is another video on how to do the Pascal's triangle. On the previous two videos I showed you guys binomial expansion using the binomial theorem, which is up here, and so we got this kind of messy thing here, and so if you're interested, go back and watch the other videos. And then I showed you too how we could use Pascal's triangle to find the coefficients, which refers to these numbers here, coefficients of our binomial expansion. In this video, I'm going to do a couple more examples. So I got these two examples here. And I'm just going to use this Pascal triangle here that I have already made, just for simplicity's sake. But I will add one more. Now, well, let me see here. We have this row is n equals 4, and this row here is n equals 5, and the n just refers to the power that this binomial is raised to. So I guess in this case we don't have to use, we don't have to go further than n equals 5 for our Pascal's triangle. So because we already have this line here, this row for n equals 4, and our exponent here for this binomial is 4. So great, how can we use this to expand? Just like last time, what I did was I put the coefficients first. So I'm going to write down all the coefficients. 1, I'm going to leave some space here, plus 4 space plus 6 space plus 4 space plus 1 space. And remember that the space is going to be filled by the variables. And so we start going this way with this variable raised to the power of n, and then we go this way in descending order. So here's what I mean. So I'm going to do this in a different color. Let's do red here. Okay, cool beans. All right, so this is going to start with n to the highest power is 4. And so on the next one, I'm going to descend 1, so n to the third power. And on the next one, I'm going to do n to the second power. And on the next one, n to the first power. And finally, n to the 0th power. Okay, now let's use another color for the other one, just to make things really hard for you guys. Let's use blue. Okay, now we are going to take this term here, raised to the 0th power, 2m to the 0th power. And over here we're going to do in ascending order now, 2m to the first. Notice that we're ascending 0, 1, and of course over here we're going to do 2m to the second, 2 times m to the third, and 2, oopsie daisy, let me put the parentheses there just for the sake of consistency, 2m to the 4th power. Okay? All right, now all we have to do is simplify, and again, I'm going to go back to a different color because I'm just petty like that. So yeah, now we are left for the first term with n to the 4th. 2 times n to the 0th power is 1, so we don't really need to write that. For the second thing, we have 4 times 2, which is 8, times n times m. Okay. Now over here we have to distribute this first. Okay. So we have 2 to the second power, which is 4, times 6, which is 24. N squared times m squared, because those are the only these two parts of my term there. Okay. All right. Distribute this exponent Okay, so we have 2 to the third, which is 8 times 4 is 32. N to the first power times m to the third power. And finally, n to the 0 is 1 times 1 is 1. 2 to the fourth power is 16. And 16m. That's it. 16m. Is there anything else that we can simplify? I don't think so. I think that's it. Oh, m to the fourth power. Silly goose. That's the expansion right there. Notice, again, if we look at this way, we're descending with m to the fourth, third, second, first, and 0. And over here, we're descending with n, fourth. Oh, I forgot my third power here. M to the third power, second, first, and 0th power. And so that's what you should end up with. Sorry about all the mistakes I made. I hope that wasn't confusing. But this here would be the expansion of this binomial. All right, now let's look at this other example, which is almost the exact same. Just to remind us, the coefficients should be 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1. And I got that from the Pascal's triangle. And I'm raising this binomial to the power of 4. So I have to go to the fourth row in the Pascal's triangle. Okay, great. Again, I'm going to write the coefficients 1 space plus, maybe I should make those spaces a little bigger just so that I can have enough space, plus 4 space plus 6 space plus 4 space plus 1, and my big space right there. Okay. All right, we're taking this term there, and we're going to raise it to the fourth power. So 3u to the fourth, and then we're going to go in descending order that way. So 3u to the third, 3u to the second, 3u to the first, and 3u to the 0th. Okay, now we're going to take our second term. Now we can say that this is, let's write this as plus negative v. Plus negative v. Okay, so it's going to be negative v to the 0th because we're going in opposite direction now. Negative v to the first, negative v to the second, negative v to the third, and negative v to the fourth. And now it's just a matter of simplifying. All right, so we get 3 to the fourth power, which I think should be 81. 81 u to the fourth. Now negative v to the 0th is 1, so that doesn't affect it. Okay, 3 to the third power is 27 times 4. Oh, I'm going to need my calculator. 27 times 4 is 108. So 108 u to the third power. And, oh, it's a negative. So that turns this piece into a negative. All right, plus, we got 9 times 6, so 54, u squared times v squared, negative v squared, which is just v squared. I hope I'm not making any arithmetic errors here, but I might. So check my work. You can't really help me, but you know whether I made arithmetic errors or not. All right, 3 times 4 is 12. 12 times u, and then I have negative v to the third power, which is negative v. So this is going to be a negative 12u times v cubed. And finally, I have 1 times 3 is 3. Oh, actually, look at that. 3u to the 0th power is just 1. And so I end up with simply v to the 4th power, because negative v to the 4th is positive v to the 4th. And I'm done. I don't think I can simplify any further. I'm going to check that I did my work correctly. Use in descending order. So 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 0. Perfect. And v's in ascending order. V to the 0. Oh, I missed the v here. V to the 1st. V to the 2nd. V to the 3rd. V to the 4th. So notice that I forgot to write this v here. That's my bad. But that's one quick way of checking your work, whether you did it correctly or not. Anyway, guys, I hope this works, and I hope you can see that I too make a lot of mistakes. So don't beat yourself up for those. Just make sure that you go back, you correct those mistakes, and you learn from them. Anyway, I hope this is helpful to you guys. Have a wonderful day.